Alright, Danny, firstly, congratulations to you and the squad on yesterday's victory and breaking a new club record. You must be delighted.
Yeah, I think it's something where it's talked about sort of 7, 8, maybe 9 games unbeaten, and then obviously through media and stuff and social media you hear about actual records that have been set which you might have forgotten about or not even been aware of. So, you know, when it gets that Braintree game, you've got a chance of not only continue unbeaten run and staying top of the league, you're breaking records, you know. So it's nice, it's what the boys deserve, the work they've put in. And obviously now that record's been broken, it's sort of out our minds and got to try and carry on winning some football games.
Just on the record, Danny, was there any talk of it in and amongst the squad before the game?
I think it was mentioned with the boys after games. I don't think it's one they say before, come on, let's go and break a record. I think when it's done, and Joby especially sort of, you know, says positive things about the game and things you've achieved and things we want to continue to achieve. You know, it's not saying we've broken a record and that's okay to lose now. We want to keep winning games. So I think the players were half aware of it. It wasn't their main focus on trying to win the games, obviously, but it's a nice thing to have under their belt, so to speak.
I suppose it's a case of taking this momentum into Saturday's game against Sutton, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a cliche. It's another tough game. It'll be strong, physical, good team. Unlucky not to go up previous seasons, so we know what's coming, and it's whether it's a team up the top or a team down the bottom. You'd much rather go into it on the run that we're on, as opposed to a losing run. And this club, for long periods, has not had much to sing about. The fans and staff and everyone involved. So it's a case of getting the balance between enjoying it, you know, savouring it, because you don't get too many moments like this in careers as players or fans of lower league clubs. But also thinking, right, it's only a quarter done the job.
And obviously Sutton are in good form themselves, but if we play our game and focus on us, I suppose there's no stopping us.
Yeah, I think in football games, you know, sometimes mistakes cost games in both boxes, missed chances and bad defending. And luckily at the minute we're clinical in front of goal and we're defending as a team brilliantly, and Dino's on fire, and you know, the lads who are on the bench, the lads who aren't even involved in training, they're all on it. To be honest, they're all looking at it from afar going, this could be a really good season, but as I just said, we are a quarter way through it, and it's much better to be in this position than chasing, I think personally, and the boys have done wonders to get into this position. So my message would be just to the fans and everyone, keep enjoying it, but want more of it, because we do.
We've been known lately for scoring goals quite late on and blitzing teams quite late on in fixtures, but the last 2 games we've scored early on. How important is it to get those goals early on in the game?
I think it's nice to blitz teams, as you put it, Courtney. I had that for a while, I like that. But I think it's important that goal down, goal up, you keep trying to do the same things, and that's been the message from the gaffer, Ross, and myself at times, is to, whatever happens, sort of do what we're good at. And I think maybe Braintree first, after we were winning, we went away from what we've been really good at, a bit nervy maybe, which is understandable. You're going to have games like that, but at the same token, to probably not play as well as we've been in certain games and win 5 is credit to the players and how they've done.
Speaking to the gaffer earlier, he was saying it's around the 12-game mark where you start to look at the table and form comes into play. Saturday will be our 14th game, so is that what's started happening around now? You and the gaffer and Ross started looking at the table and taking that into consideration?
I mean, the gaffer can comment more than me. He's much more experienced than I am at doing this, and he's been successful numerous times with different clubs, and I think she's certainly big him up, so he's banged on the door. But I think if that's how he's worked and that's what he's seen, then that's probably the case. I haven't been in a position as a coach or manager where a team's done as well as this, like a first team done as well as this. So it's something that I'm enjoying. You know, a few promotions as a player back in the day, but as a coach this is new to me. So if the gaffer's saying it's the 40 mark, then that's what's worked for him with the success he's had over the years, and it's certainly a mark that I'm sure he looks for. I think that whether it's 14 games, Christmas time, later on, whatever certain people want to look at, you can't beat winning runs, you can't beat the confidence it gives, you can't beat the good feel factor it has, not just with players and staff, but with supporters and anyone connected with the club. It's for the first time in a long, long time, it's an absolute joy to come into work every day.